Hi, welcome back to the 4 a.m. Talks podcast, and you are listening to Poems with Ramya Velu. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. This is a very special episode to me, and I would like to dedicate this episode to people who are feeling very overwhelmed or is feeling struck or just wants someone to hear out to them. I hope this episode is a companion in your life to feel that somebody is feeling just like what you're feeling right now. So, this week has been pretty rough on me and on some of my friends, to be very honest. So, recently, one of my friend texted me while I was at uni attending a class. I was in the middle of the class and this person texted me asking if I was available. So some of my friends count on me to discuss certain feelings or emotions that they can't emote towards others. So they basically feel that I am a comfortable space for them to share their feelings. So I immediately responded saying, yes, I am available. What do you want? Like, what happened to you? Are you okay? And this person told me, Ramya, listen, I feel too heavy and I feel it's too much for me to handle. I just don't know what I'm feeling, dude. And I said, okay, listen, that's okay. You're allowed to feel this way and you're feeling overwhelmed and you're allowed to feel overwhelmed and drained. What happened? Would you mind discussing about it? And I asked her if it was okay for me to call after the class, and she said absolutely. So once the class got over, I tried getting back to this friend and we were talking, and then she came over FaceTime. We were like doing our FaceTimes and I had like the other friend who joined us. So we were having a conversation. While we were having this conversation, one of my friends said, Babe, I just feel like running away, do you know? And I said, wow, I've been feeling the same. I've been feeling to run away to a strange land where nobody knows my name. Nobody knows who am I, what my identity is. And all my other friends agreed to me and they were like, yeah, that's what I want to do. All I want to do is pack my bag and just go away, which in reality is not going to happen. We could maybe go to a strange land, but I don't know if it would be possible, especially in India, for us to go to a strange land and just relax and chill all by yourself. So as soon as this conversation got over, I was asking my friend that I just thought it was me, and then we started getting back to our childhood where we used to feel this kind of way while our parents yelled at us. We would be like, I just want to run away. I just don't like this home. Oh my god, especially those of you who have traumas with your parents, you would exactly understand what I'm talking about. So while we were talking about this, I asked one of my friend, how would it be to have a stranger whom you want to meet and talk about yourself only when you have certain things that's quite a mystery to you yourself? And she said, yes. There are days where you have bad days, good days, overwhelming days, too tired days, and there are days that's like, I'm awesome, and there are days like, I can't even go on. And in those kind of days where you feel very overwhelmed, bad days, you just need somebody who can just listen to you crib and rant about random stuffs that don't even make sense to you. So while we were talking about this, I got this concept in my mind and I was just fantasizing how would it be for me to have someone like that. And when I was thinking about that, I just wrote this poem. I was in the middle of my class attending my language class, and I was thinking how would it be to have a stranger. So I named the poem of my title as Strangers. So this is a very simple poem that just, you know, unveils my emotions towards running away to this one person who just feels like my own space. It's not just a person, for me, it is always a place. So I often visit this one place where nobody knows. None of my friends are aware of this, even my parents, or now my brother is also quite aware of this one place, and it is a park. So I basically go to this park and I have a bench where I sit and I just feel relaxed to just think about something or just spend time for myself. I really love children, so I really like going to that park and looking at those cute little children's face. To those innocence just melt my heart, and I'm just like, wow, this is really nice. Life is amazing. Those kids make me realize a lot of things while I'm at park. So this is one such place, or call it a person. Sometimes it could even be a thing. So that's why I named this poem as Strangers. So let me recite my poem for you. Strangers, let's go down the sheets to unveil the imperfections. The scars shine beautifully like the lights that glow bright in the streets of Tokyo. Why do your heavy sighs feel more comfortable than the air of the love that I knew once? As the day grows dimmer and dimmer, let's lock our hands to find keys for the door of escape. As I plant a kiss on your despair, let's run to a strange land to live as strangers. But every time we meet there, in a point of breakdown, let's not forget our space of healing. So this poem just came into my mind while I was listening to this class. I just don't want to talk about that language class, which I was really not interested to listen to. There are times where you cannot listen to certain things because you are so much disconnected from the reality, and you are thinking about different ways to express yourself because you are mentally disturbed. And that was the state I was in. I really couldn't understand what was going on, what was the lecturer trying to tell, what should I make notes out of, like what is that person emoting, like what is he trying to tell. I just didn't want to do anything because I just wanted to be myself. These days I've been doing that a lot lately. I've just been disconnected from a lot of things. I don't know what's happening with my favorite group. I don't know what's happening with my friends. Yeah, I do know with my certain close circle of friends. But rather than that, I am not quite updated with other things. I just feel like, this is my comfort space of not knowing anything and just being myself, and just caught up with some random thoughts. So while I wrote this, I was thinking, what if I met a person who's going through the same thing? And I was just thinking that what if I fell in love with that person? And once I fell in love with that person, I'm not just talking about any romantic fling or anything, but it could lead up to romantic fling. I'm not going to argue about that. But I was just thinking, like, what if I had a thing for this one person, and that person was a complete stranger. It could be her or him. And once I understand, or once I discover that person's imperfections, what if I really admired and loved that person's imperfections? The place where that person feels very disturbed, what if I feel that it's not disturbance, but it's just that they're brave and courage? Sometimes when you are around with certain set of people, even while they're cribbing and ranting, you don't get annoyed or frustrated. Rather, you feel so comfortable to listen to that person, and you just love, listening to that person and giving them your sort of comfort. That's what I was thinking about. And I was just thinking, what if I had a person in that park? I don't know, while I was listening to that class, particularly, I was thinking about that favorite place. It was, according to me, it is a strange land because none of my friends, none of the people I know goes to that park. It's a strange park for them and it's a strange park for me, but that strange park is very comfortable to me. I was just thinking, what if me and the person sat on a bench, as the evening is closing by, and we just find our way through that comfort as an escape mechanism. I used to do this with one of my best friends, who's not anymore my best friend. Like, I wouldn't say who's not anymore my best friend, with whom I don't hang out anymore. We used to have this escape mechanism of sitting outside the house and talking about a lot of things: our worries, our fears, our dream, our wildest dreams, so many stuffs, our bucket lists, our plans. And that was so comfortable, and that was so easy to explain. It feels very difficult sometimes for some of us to just tell that this is what I feel, this is where I am disturbed, this is what annoys me to the core, and this gets annoying and it just is super disappointing. We just can't say to certain people. But when you are with certain set of people, it's just escape mechanism for you. And I just thought, what if that person was just my escape mechanism? For some people, while we talk about our despair, they just push it towards a positive light, and they tell, especially I do this when certain set of people come and tell me, this is what I faced. I be like, wow, that really happened to you? But you are not the person who I know would do that. So that means you have grown into this kind of person after that experience. So it taught you something in your life to become this person today. And that's so beautiful. This is what we expect from certain set of people, to accept us for who we are. And I always dream of doing this, running away to a faraway place where nobody knows who you are, nobody knows whose daughter you are, who nobody knows what kind of friends you hang out with, who doesn't know if you are a person who would love sunsets or sunrise, and you would just want them to discover, and you want to explore certain things. Just imagine that I run away with this person to a strange land, and that person lives as a stranger to me and I live as a stranger to them. We don't reveal that we are friends, we don't reveal that we know each other in that faraway land, but we don't forget the roots. When we go through something horrible again like this, we just want to meet again and say, hey, let's talk it out. Tell me what you feel right now. And that's all you need sometime. As days pass by, even the comfortable people come to a situation that you don't want to talk it out to that person because you just can't reveal certain things to the comfortable people because they know you as somebody, and there is someone whom only you know. I really believe in this concept, while Halsey released her album called Maniac. So she said that, there are three kind of people who know her. One is Halsey, that's what her fans and the people, the general public would identify as. And there is a close set of people who know her as Ashley. And there is this one person who just know her, and that is her. And that's the beautiful thing about bipolar bipolar disorder. I'm so sorry to call it as a disease. I just didn't know why I said that because I was just in a flow. Apologies for that. But while she was suffering from a bipolar disorder, that's what made her come across those certain phases, and that is so beautiful. Imagine if she hadn't suffered from that, she wouldn't have realized who those three people were. That's what you and me are going through right now. The first thing is the people who know us, that is our acquaintances, our cousins. Maybe, we just know that person randomly. And the other set of friends who are very into our close circles can identify us. Oh, this person is this. Oh, yeah, she might like this. She likes this. She likes that. But there is this one set of person whom only you know, who knows what you like and what you don't like. And that's only you. That's why I like this quote that says, you are your own best friend. And that's true. So right now, if you are going through good days, or if you're going through bad days, overwhelming days, you feel too tired, whatever it is, I just want you to think that you are there for yourself. So, sometimes try self-talking to yourself, and I do this a lot lately. I've been talking to myself and I've been discovering a lot of stuffs about me, and it has been helping me to come out of certain addictions in life. And I want you to do the same thing in your life. Now, don't come into a concept, just don't conceive this as something related to drugs or alcohol or whatever it is. Addiction, in a sense, I am a person who just loves to get stressed physically, mentally. I just wanna always be focused on something. I just don't want myself to do that. I want myself to not to get burnt out. Rather, I want me to be more relaxed and calm paced and do things by myself when I want to do certain things. And if you are just like me, I just want you to consider this episode, and I want you to re-listen to this episode for some reason, because I guess there was a lot of things that I told in a very indirect way. Sometimes you might not get what you are trying to look out for in the first go. So come back and listen to this episode and share it to your friends as well who has been feeling this, because sometimes we all just need to be there for each other, and we just got each other's back. And that's the end of this episode. We are coming to a flag end of this episode. I am feeling very happy to be, sharing this wonderful poem and a backstory about it. This is just so amazing, and I've been feeling good lately, and it's all thanks to everybody around me, my brother, my friends, you who's listening to this episode. Thank you so much. Your genuinity is helping me do so much good in life, and that means a lot to me. So until I see you back with another episode, take care. Have a wonderful weekend and have an amazing weekdays ahead. I'll see you with another dark poem soon. Take care. Bye.